It's past 11 p.m., so I'm going to make this quick. It's the first day of the new year. My message to you and even to myself is simple. The pressure to look complete should not stop you from trying. You know, we all have this ideal picture of how we want to seem to appear to everyone in our head. Sometimes that actually has a way of becoming inertia and stopping us from taking action at all because we want the perfect video angle, we want the perfect lighting, we want the perfect mic, we want the perfect everything. My very first explainer video went up in January of 2024, and if you compare my very first video, sometimes I go back to that video and I just let out a huge laugh because it is so weird and so funny, and the cringe is there. I might probably repost it, but then, and this is for somebody whose ideal picture of how his explainer should be are Johnny Harris and Chloe Abraham. If you don't know them, they are two of like the biggest YouTubers who make explainers in the world. And that is my ideal picture. If you go see how they do their content, if you go see what they do, you'd see that I'm quite far from it. And from my very first one, I would have let that stop me and say, oh my God, I'm not going to do this thing again because I'm so far off. I'm just a learner. But then learning is actually part of mastery. And that is something we forget. The fact that you have to be a learner to be a master. I shared a video late last year where Adora referenced the quote about the master of the opposites. If repetition breeds mastery, then every time you don't repeat the thing you want to do, you become the master of the opposite. What this basically means is for every time you refuse to make a video, for example, script something, write, reach out, work on the project, ideate, for every time you do not do that, you become the opposite of the person who ideates. You become the opposite of the Johnny Harris. It doesn't get you closer to achieving your goals. So for every time you do not do the things that you need to do to get closer to your goals, then you are becoming the opposite of the person who is going to get to those goals. My argument is simple. The pressure to look complete should not stop you from trying.